For this one, we just kind of, everyone bought their best songs of what they thought were best Grinspoon songs. So that's kind of what happened. And so I guess it is a bit whatever. That's the way we did it.
Legendary rockers Grinspoon have just released a brand new single called Unknown Pretenders and have announced a 40-plus date tour to celebrate their new album, Whatever. This single marks the first track from their latest album, which will be the first new music we've seen from the Grinners in 12 years. Earlier this month, we caught up with the drummer Kristian Hopes to chat about their show in Newcastle on the 29th of October. So, you've just released a brand new single and it's the first single from your first album in 12 years. Can you tell me about the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, I think we just kind of all got in a room together and thought we had something else to say. We hadn't released anything for a long time, and we're 29 years in as a band, and sometimes you kind of run out of stuff to say. I think that happened to us for a while, and I think we were just due, and everyone was keen to release stuff. So yeah, we had a lot of tunes in the bank, and yeah, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, awesome. What do you feel that you've had to say?
Well, wait till you hear the album. It comes out in a few months. But no, there's some decent tracks on there. Yeah, it's a bit more, probably our original fan base will be pretty happy with it. It's a bit more of the earlier days of Grinspoon, and, it's a fairly fast album as well, so it'll be good for the dance floors. But, yeah, hopefully it gets received well.
Yeah. Well, I'm really keen to hear the rest of the album. I'd love to know, what was the inspiration behind the title, Whatever.
We tried so hard to come up with the title. That was the absolute last one. We couldn't agree on anything. And then Jamo came up with whatever. And everyone was just like, whatever. So that was his album title. But took a long time to agree on anything. So yeah, it was a difficult one.
Yeah. So does it reflect the album at all, or was it just a title?
I guess so. The way we did this album is we got, usually when we've recorded albums in the past, we've kind of got a bit of a narrative and gone down that road kind of thing. For this one, we just kind of, everyone bought their best songs of what they thought were best Grinspoon songs. So that's kind of what happened. And so I guess it is a bit whatever. That's the way we did it. So, yeah. And I think it's turned out pretty good. We're all pretty happy. I think the last couple of albums that we did, there was always someone a bit more happier than another one in the band, and I got a few more of their tracks on there, and it followed that kind of vein. This time it's a pretty even spread amongst all the writers, and yeah, it's an interesting album, and we all like it. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, and you actually worked with Oscar Dawson to lay this one down, right? How was that experience?
It was great. We went down. He's got a studio at his house in Rye, which is down on the sort of Mornington Peninsula in Victoria.
Yeah.
We went down there for a month. Yeah, it was great. Him and his wife welcomed us into their home, and his dog, and we hung out there for a month and recorded. And yeah, it was really good. Oscar's a really super nice guy and really good in the studio. He knows how to get results, and I think after the kind of first week of hanging out, we kind of, we're pretty clicked into place, and he knew who we were and what we wanted to do. And yeah, I think it shows in the results that it's pretty cool.
Yeah. How would you say that he's influenced the sound or what you brought to the studio?
Not really the sound as much. I think the technique of recording, he could kind of get the best out of us, that kind of thing. His studio was great. It had everything we needed, for a home studio. And so it was a pretty nice environment for us to record down there. He just kind of went out of his way to make us as comfortable as possible to get the best out of us.
Yeah, cool. Oh, that would have been such a great experience, especially after 12 years.
Yeah, totally. Studio can be a hard kind of thing, and when you've been in a band as long as we have, you get pretty niggly with little things, and so yeah, it turned out good, and it was surprisingly refreshing to record with the four of us again.
Well, you're about to head back out on tour, and you have a 45-date tour planned. That's absolutely massive.
Yeah, it seems to actually be growing. I think it's up to 49 now. So, I mean, we haven't done a big regional tour like that in a very long time. We've been sort of doing more cities, kind of larger venues, that kind of thing. So we have done all those venues before that we're about to do. So it's been a long time. So it's going to be an interesting tour. I've been hitting the gym a bit. It's like I'm going to get ready for it. It's like we haven't kind of gone back to back to back for a long time. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. And what are you looking forward to about returning to some of those regional venues that you've played before, but, quite a long time ago?
I mean, it's kind of how we started the band, playing in all those venues and, bringing our music to the people, and some of the people that couldn't get to the capitals in those cooler shows that we get to do. And so it's a bit more of that again. So we're bringing music to the people.
Amazing, as you should.
Yeah. So we're playing Bar on the Hill.
That's right.
We haven't played Bar on the Hill for maybe 10 years or something. It's been a while anyway. I can't remember the last time, but we've definitely been there a few times.
Yeah. I feel like was the last time that you played at the Cambridge, maybe?
It was, yeah, the closing of the Cambridge. That was a fun show.
Yes.
We had that, there was a hotel next door. I think it was like I don't know what brand, Novotel maybe or something. They used that for all the band rooms, and it was, pretty debauched scenes happening there with all the locals, and I think there was a few Silverchair kids hanging around and that kind of stuff. So that was it was a fun night, and getting to close the Cambridge was pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you're heading out on tour with Press Club. So what do you love about those guys?
I don't know a lot about Press Club. Bill was pretty, putting his hand up to pick those guys. I think they're a great band. I've seen a fair bit of their stuff online. I think it will be a good match for us. Either way, we're going to be spending a lot of time with them.
Yes.
I hope they like us too.
Amazing. Well, look, I can't wait to see you guys here at Bar on the Hill on the 29th of October. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.